Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we have a different video, but if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Krisan. I do a lot of these reaction videos, these types of videos, beauty videos, art videos, and a lot of future content. So you can check it out by subscribing down below or checking out some of the cards up there. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about my schedule as an idol trainee. Yes. So if you didn't catch me talking about my audition story, you can click this video up here, or if you guys want to know more about, how to become an idol trainee, then you can click the other video up there. Or if you guys are new to my channel, I used to be an idol trainee before with a Korean entertainment, and I left the company after a year, I think. Was it a year or so? Something like that. Wanted to create this video so that you guys know more about it. If you guys are interested in becoming a trainee yourself, you guys will know more how the training schedule goes, just so that you guys are aware once you start sending out those applications, or just to, like, if you're curious about how it works, then I am here to tell you guys about it. I kind of want my videos on my channel to be sort of like a memory bank of sorts. So this is me going down memory lane and trying to remember the experience. So when I look back on this, I'll be like, yeah, you did that. Just a disclaimer, the schedules of idol trainees depend on the company completely. No two companies make their schedule the same, and some companies will have more classes, other companies will have a totally different way of doing the system. But generally, every Korean company who looks for idol trainees, for actor trainees or whatnot, they will have their own training system. How was your training schedule? So our training schedule was from Monday to Saturday, and Sunday was considered rest day. So Monday to Saturday, we would be in the studio from 1 to 10 p.m. and we would go through our training schedule for that day. And then for Saturdays, we would have half day. So half day would be, from what I recall, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. If not that, it would be the other way around. So it would be like 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. For more specifics, Monday to Friday would be training with the official trainees of the company. So that was how our company was. We had official trainees. So these are the trainees who would go every single day to train for a group or for something else that the company has planned out. Then on Saturdays, we had training for new incoming trainees, or I would call it like probationary trainees. So they're the trainees that have newly auditioned and they're being screened to see if they're going to make the cut to be part of the trainees that go every day. That was the weekly schedule, so let's go to the daily schedule. So the daily schedule, it worked different, especially later on. At first, our training schedule was in the morning, so it would start at around 10 a.m. and then it would end earlier during the day. So I think it was like around 6 p.m. It was like that, but they kind of shifted the schedule because we had students. So we had those who were under 18 who were still going to school, and we kind of had to make the schedule work for them as well. So now that I have explained that, I will get to the juicy part, which is the actual schedule that we had. Remember my disclaimer, this will depend entirely on the company you are going to enter. It is different for every company, and there are a lot of other YouTube videos out there that have those, but this was the schedule that I worked with when I was a trainee. Okay, I need my notes because it's kind of long. The first thing we would do when we get to the studio is we would clean the studio. So we had some people who were on a cleaning schedule and they would clean the studio. And that's the same after the whole training day, they will clean again. Yeah, that is definitely Korean culture, and that is what we were told to do. That is our studio, we're in there every day, so we have to clean it. Then apart from that, that's when we officially start. So we have warm-up, so that is the normal like dance warm-ups that we do. We also do turns, we do some light ab workout and stuff like that. But what we also did very specifically was the Korean morning exercises. So this is very unique. If you've known Korean culture long enough to know, they have these exercises that they do in the morning that a lot of the older people do. Apart from that, we would have planks. So after the morning stretching, we would have to do planks as a group, be timed by our trainee manager, and she would time us to do 1.5 minutes of three sets of that. Right after that, we go into workout. So workout is individual, but I really recall that we had to do 1,000 jump ropes every day. Like that was like one of the most basic things we had to do. We had to do the jump ropes. Cardio, I guess. After that, we would have lunchtime. We would have lunchtime for like 45 minutes to an hour, and then after that we would have meditation time. So meditation time is just really calming yourself down after lunch, and literally we would look like this, feet crossed, hands here, eyes closed, while music is running. So that is what it was like. To be honest, it was very hard because you just ate and you're super full. Yeah, some trainees would fall asleep. At a certain point, I did fall asleep at some point, but most of the time it's like you're just so can't stay still. So it's a really good way of trying to keep yourself calm and collected, but it was very hard to do. So after meditation, there was vocal class. So vocal class, we would do vocalizations for the first part of it, and then after that we would learn a song, or we would do self-study time, which was if we had evaluations coming up, we would be practicing our song. We would have the other trainees help us out, like when there was preparations for a boy group and a girl group. The vocal class time was when we would fix the lyrics of the song, or we would practice it, or I remember at one point we would like sing the songs while jogging around, just, you know, to get stability when we sing. And then after vocal classes, we had dance classes. So dance classes essentially was just rehearsal time because we already did warm-ups in the morning. And so here we just practice either an evaluation piece, which is something we have to present to the trainers and the CEOs for evaluation day, or it is also like when they're gonna prepare a girl group or boy group. That is when you're gonna be practicing the choreo for that. Apart from that, there is also like dances that you just need to study just so that you can present. Apart from being trainees, we also had to do some shows as a musical group called Nara. So we had to study like twice, or like the boys had to study a different dance, or we had to study some of the previous performances we had before for a performance, and that's what we did during dance class. I remember like dancing twice also. Yeah, after dance class we would have Korean classes. So Korean classes, we had to learn Korean because we were in a Korean entertainment company. So we had to learn, we were given a level test. So we had to talk to the Korean teacher there. Like, do you know these words or all that? And then you're leveled to see like how much Korean you know, can you read, can you all that. We would have Korean classes where they would teach us very quickly. I remember it was so fast, and they would just teach us like greetings, and that I can go on and on, but like generally it was Korean class. And then after Korean class we had dinner. So dinner was the time where we ate because up to a certain time we couldn't eat anymore because of our diets, so we had to eat, and then after that we couldn't eat anymore after. If you guys are curious, like, could we leave the company for dinner? Yes, we could, but we only have a certain amount of time, so most of the time people will just eat there and maybe buy food from the nearby convenience store, then eat there. Most of the time the trainees brought their own food anyway. Then after dinner we had rehearsal time. Rehearsal time was when we would practice for a show, an upcoming show, or we would practice maybe a song. From my memory, we just really rehearsed. Like if we had a play coming up, we would rehearse like a play. We would rehearse for like 2-3 hours most of the time. And if not that, we would either be working on lyrics or something like that. Yeah, then after that, we would go home. And that was it. From that schedule that I presented to you, it would change, especially because we had classes at somewhere called KCC, which was the Korean Cultural Center, where it was musical class, so it was acting class. So we would have acting class there once, or was it twice a week? So we'd have it once or twice a week. So apart from the schedule we did, we would go to the Korean Cultural Center for acting classes, and after that we would be done for the day. Like, that day would be considered much shorter unless we have rehearsals for a show, which means we would go back to the company for that. According to my friend Yukito, you can check out his vlog down below, he had recording classes. We didn't experience recording class, so we don't know how that works out, but I would see the need for recording classes, especially if you're going to become an idol or a singer, because you need to get used to how it feels, or how it is to sing, or hearing yourself being played back to you. When I do my covers, I do it the same way. Like, I record and I have to hear myself back and do it again. Like, it's really tedious, and I think it's super important to learn. So he learned that when he trained at RBW. Apart from that, the schedule, like I said, the schedule could also change. Training would not end at 10 p.m. If when our schedule is 1 to 10 p.m. it wouldn't end at 10. It would sometimes end up to 12 midnight because we had to keep rehearsing. And if we have a performance for that day, the schedule's cleared out, we had to do the performance for that day. For those who are students, if you guys are curious, like, they will be going to classes during the day. Right after class, they go straight to the company to train. We have lockers there, so most of their stuff are there anyway. So once they come from school, they will change and they will join whatever class they reach and continue on until the end of the day. If you are interested to become a trainee, there will definitely be a schedule like this or something similar, and it definitely takes a lot of discipline, and that's what's really instilled with the schedule. We were a bit of rebels at some point. The schedules weren't fully followed, but most of the time they had to be followed. Actually, they had to be followed. But if you guys want to see a picture of me in the studio, here's one. And here is another one with the other trainees that I trained with. I'll talk more about trainee life in another video, which you will see later on. And if you guys have any comments about my video, please comment it down below. If you guys are curious about anything, and hopefully I'll answer to the best of my ability, because you know, I don't know everything, but I will try to answer as best I can. If you were a trainee, did you have a schedule that was similar to this? Or if you are a trainee hopeful, what do you think of this schedule? Do you think you'll be okay with the schedule? Do you think it's hard? Actually, that is it for my video for today. I hope that you guys were informed and enjoyed it, and hopefully learned something new. And it was just fun for me to remember this, because honestly I forgot most of it, but I messaged some of my trainee friends if they remember, and we just kind of helped each other out from there. But that is it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell notification for updates. Yeah, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!